Netherrealm can have you.
It also has your friend, Smoke.
Do not speak of my friends.
What's going on, everybody? Gleez here, and today we're going to get into a Noob Saibot breakdown, and we're going to look at the tournament variation that has the Ghost Ball, the teleport that launches. Some of you guys may have it named something different as far as I'm aware. I hear that some people were like, oh, my Jade wasn't named X, Y, and Z. But this is the variation that we're going to take a look at. Now, there's a couple things that I want to make sure that are very clear here when we talk about Noob Saibot. You have to be okay with doing this a lot. If you're the type of person that's going to care about your opponent's feelings and you're going to feel bad because you're, and I'm using air quotes, spamming your opponent, Noob Saibot is not the character for you. You can play him up close. He's not as good up close. He thrives from out here. Alright, if you can play a zoning type of game, if you can use your spacing well, if you can make them whiff their jump-ins and punish, you're going to be a good Noob Saibot player. If you can play from full screen and react with teleport to projectiles and punish accordingly, you're going to be a good Noob Saibot player. Noob Saibot is the type of character where you can't cater to your opponent's feelings. You can't coddle them. You can't care that they're upset that you're using the same move over and over from full screen. If you can get past that, you can be a very good Noob Saibot player. And I say that just because I know that there are going to be some people that don't like characters like that. They think that it's spam, using air quotes. But if you're playing Noob Saibot up close, you're playing him wrong. You're playing him ineffectively. Then you're not optimizing Noob Saibot. Alright, so that out of the way. If you're okay with that, then you can play Noob Saibot. So we're going to get into a game plan with Noob Saibot, as well as some of the combos that you're going to use, incorporating the crushing blows as well, which aren't the greatest. He doesn't have the best crushing blows, but he is a fairly good character. Not a character that I see myself personally using a ton, but he is fun to use, and I do like him. I think he's a very cool looking character. I like him, you know, just as a character, as lore. I think he's a really cool looking dude. But we're going to get into what we're going to do here with Noob Saibot. Alright, so the first thing, the back forward one. And again, if you don't know the inputs, I'll leave a link down below to the beginner's guide for Mortal Kombat 11 that I wrote. But the back forward one, the Ghost Ball, this is going to be your main tool. Alright, you're going to use this as much as possible. Alright, you're going to try to make your opponent do something stupid, maybe jump recklessly, and then as they get close, you have a couple options. So they're going to eventually work their way in, they're going to crouch and move in. You also have the back forward 2, which has tons of recovery on it. It's not the best, it is a mid, it's tough to jump over at times, but the back forward 2 does work pretty well, and it pushes them back pretty far. So if you do hit it, notice he gets, let me get out of the, so yeah, it pushes him back pretty far, and then we can actually move back more. He's a zoning character, this is what you have to do with him. Now, once your opponent gets in and they're in this range, okay, you have a couple options. If they forward advance with something, you can check them with back 2. That's probably your best option, and it sends them, as you notice, full screen. He's built around pushing your opponent full screen and zoning. All right, this is what this character does. Now, in this situation, you also have the back 3. All right, the back 3 is pretty far reaching. It goes very far. Now, it is unsafe. Now, we can make the back 3 safer if we look at the frame data. So we have back 3, all right, block advantage, it's minus 16. All right, so what we can actually do is to make it a little bit safer, when we use back 3, we can cancel into the Ghost Ball. All right, and the pushback off the back 3 and the Ghost Ball will push the opponent back on block far enough to where you can block forward advancing moves like Jade's flash kick. I didn't test the slide, but maybe we'll test that out. But forward advancing moves, you're able to block, you're able to stay safe. Now, the one disadvantage to the back 3 is that someone can jump over it. Alright, so because it's a low, the hitbox is low, people are going to try to jump in on you from this range. But Noob has tools for that. Alright, he has tools for that. So, as long as you're patient and you can get a read on your opponent, he has the forward 3, which is an amazing anti-air, and it leads to full combo. So we're going to put him on record, and we're just going to jump in with a jump in kick. Notice it anti-airs clean. This John is not playing. All right, we'll even do a little bit deeper of a kick. Doesn't play. All right, doesn't play. Now, the combo off this, there's a couple options. The easiest one is that one. All right, it's going to push him back full screen again. All right, so we're back at full screen. We're able to do noob things. All right, and we're in a good spot. We're in a good position. All right, so the way that combo works, it's just forward 3, forward 2, 2, 1, and then cancel, back forward 2 into the shadow. Mess it up. All right, you do have to wait on it for him to drop. That's the best way, easiest way to get things done there. And it's 22%, and you're in a good spot. You got your opponent full screen. All right, so now we're going to talk about the different combos and things that Noob Saibot has, some of the tools that he has, some of his strings. One of his best punishers is the 113. All right, 113 is easily hit confirmable, and when I say hit confirmable, basically what that means is you can visually see that the attacks hit. And when you see that they hit, you're going to cancel into Tele Slam, and then you're going to meter burn it. All right, so we're going to break this down into a couple parts here. So, Tele Slam. All right, now he bounces. So we get a launch off of that. So we're going to go into the full combo here, and I'm going to show you what that looks like. All right, so notice 354, so about 35%, but notice the spacing, right? So we're at about, just outside of jump-in range. This isn't always the most advantageous spacing. So what we did at the end of that combo, we forward 3 and then forward 2, 2, 1, 2. All right, and the forward 2, 2 string, this is actually pretty good also in the neutral, by the way. Just throw this out. The first hit is a high. Second hits are all mids, so they're all mids from the rest of the way out. So it is good in neutral. Just so you know, just a little extra factoid and tidbit if you want to use that. His down 4 is also good. I'm getting ahead of myself with the normals. The down 4 is very good. His down 1's good. It's pretty quick. What is the frames on down 1 before I get ahead of myself? 7 frame startup. Not too bad. Not too bad. All right, so what if we want our opponent at a different spacing and we want them right up next to us? We want them somewhat close to us, giving us options in the neutral. Maybe we can jump in. Maybe we can go with the forward 2 or maybe a back 3, depending on what my opponent wants to do, what they like to do, what character they're using. We have stuff for that to keep them close, keep them up, restand them, if you will. And it looks like this. And it's just back 1. Throw into the ghost ball, all right, which is back forward 1. All right, so that's what that looks like. And it puts you at great advantage here. It leaves them in a restand position, and you're good to go. All right, now what if we want them to just go far away? How could we end that combo? So we don't want this character near us. Forget this dude. We just want him out of our face. All right, so we're going to do it like this. All right, we're going to end in the slam. We're just going to back up. All right, so that's the best way that we're able to get him out of our face with damage. Now, we do have this option as well. All right, now he's really full screen. Now, if you want to send him full screen and add a little bit more damage, make it a little bit more spicy, you can boot him up and then kick him out full screen with back 2. So that would be forward 3, back 2. All right, then you can really send him full screen, get the damage. And again, like I said, now we're back to doing noob things. But if you just want to go back 2 to start off until you get the hang of it, that's okay as well. Don't worry so much all the time about your combo damage when you're first learning a character. The important thing when learning a character is having a game plan and playing this. All right, see where both characters are up. All right, we're up, we're fighting, we're jockeying for position, playing the neutral, playing footsies. All right, this is what you want. This is the important stuff. All right, you'll get the combos eventually. All right, so worry about the stuff when you're both upright and you're playing the zoning game and you're whiff punishing on his attempts to get in. So eventually, at some point, your opponent is going to back you up into the corner. All right, I'm stuck. What am I going to do? I have nothing to get out. Well, I could teleport, but that's risky. All right, that's very risky. So what we're actually going to do here, if we were to land some type of combo, there is a way to end our combo and reverse sides and get pretty good damage off of it. So say, Sub-Zero comes in, he he does some type of combo, you know, Sub-Zero, he's risky. So he might throw out an ice ball, or he might go with his overhead string, and I got to punish him. Alright, so we have a punish where we can launch him in the combo, reverse sides, and we're good to go. And it looks like this. Boom! Just like that. Alright, now what was that? Alright, we got the same opener. We're going to go forward 3, back 3 into throw. Alright, and that's going to reverse sides for us. Alright, and this combo is very, very important because Noob Saibot is all about screen space. It's all about where he is on the screen, staying away from the corner, having real estate behind him in order to do this. Alright, in order to move in and out of ranges, in order to whiff punish. Alright, whiff punish. Whiff punish. Alright, whiff punish. That's what he does. Now, if you are in the corner, that's the best way to connect a combo to get yourself out of the corner. And then, like I said, once you're out of the corner, you got all that real estate behind you, and you're a boss, you're ready to go. Alright, so the next string that we're going to look at is the 2-1-2. Alright, this does go low on the second hit. It's -3, I believe. -4. Alright, it's -4 on block, so it's completely safe. Alright, it's completely safe. It is special cancelable. It does come out, fairly slow to the point where, again, you can visually confirm whether it hits or not. And if it doesn't hit, you just don't cancel into anything. You lose your turn, but you're completely safe. So in situations where it's not a punish, you're typically going to use that for a punish. All right, you can utilize this string and launch. All right. So that does launch, it does go into the Tele slam, and you can use all of your enders, except you're not going to be able to implement the forward 3 because of the launch here. It actually increases the gravity scaling. So when the gravity increases, the character juggles less, all right, because there's an already launch into it. So you're going to have to subtract this. All right, but you can utilize all of your regular combos that we were just using, and you can end them again in any way that you would like. You have options. Set them full screen. Why don't you? All right. So you have options. You have options. You have options. And boy, do you have options. Damage. All right, it's going to be the most damage. Not great damage, but the most damage in that situation. And again, remember, use this when it's not a punish. All right, I typically use this. It also has the low, which is kind of sneaky, but there's really no reason for people to block high against Noob Saibot. So that's going to take us to the crushing blow, where this crushing blow, like when someone's blocking high, like why would somebody block high? I have no idea, unless they just don't know how to play against Noob Saibot. So this crushing blow is kind of useless, in my opinion. This does crushing blow. Someone has to be blocking high, and you have to connect the low. I don't know. Like, I don't know a practical use for it against somebody good. I mean, you're going to get, people that just don't know the matchup, and they may be standing here like this, and then, you clip them into the crushing blow. I don't know a reason why someone would ever block high against Noob Saibot, but, some people might. They might not know the matchup. So, just so you know, that does crushing blow. We're not going to spend a whole lot of time on that because I think it's rather useless at high-level play. But what we are going to get to is this crushing blow, not that one, this one, which is a good punisher. So we're going to go to the move list, and back 1 is where that starts. So we're going to have back 1, which is 9 frames of startup. Now you can punish things, 9 frames isn't like super fast, but you can punish things that have decent amounts of recovery, such as Scorpion's teleport, or maybe the ice ball, or the slide. All right, and it is a mid, so it's not going to get low profiled. So if someone comes in with like a slide, you can go at back 1 and punish them, where a stand 1 might not work. All right, it is 9 frames. It's a good mid, and it does punish into a crushing blow. So we're gonna record. That's not the move. That's the move. Bang! All right, 310. All right, it works out really well. It's a great way to punish your opponent. I mean, it's the one thing that I will say, like, if you're gonna, let's say I can punish, is it gonna be more than 310, It is. So you kind of think to yourself, like, why would I even use it? The only reason, right, why I think you should probably go for that is say that you're at the end of the match and your opponent has 2 bars of defensive meter. All right, we don't want to juggle, so now we can crushing blow them, and they can't juggle out or fall out with armor. If they have 2 bars of defensive meter, they're just going to take that 310. All right, no risks for me. No risk of them falling out of combo. That's like really the only reason that I see for this to kind of work. You know, but that's just me. I mean, it just makes sense. It's kind of useless in that way. It is good to end fights to make sure that your opponent can't drop out of combo, but in most cases you're just going to use a regular punish. All right, so we're going to talk about some corner combos with Noob Saibot, and the corner combos are relatively the same as all of his other combos, except after the Tele stomp, we're going to go with stand 4 and cancel into the back, or down back 4. All right, now this move is kind of trash, in my opinion. I don't really like it that much. You have the forward 3 for anti-airing, so this really doesn't serve a purpose. It's slower, at least as far as I found. It's got more recovery on it. You can't get combos off of it when you anti-air somebody, at least as far as I'm aware. So anti-airing and things of that nature, it's not great for, but it's good for extending combos in the corner. And this is what it's going to look like. Or that's what I thought it was going to look like, but it doesn't. It looks like more like this, actually. Yeah, more like that. All right, so after the stand 4 into this, just down 1, 1, 1, 3, back forward 2. All right, so that's the way that the combo looks. Again, it is up on the top of the screen. Now you can utilize your back 1 into the grab to get the restand, and that does work in the corner, and you can end it in all of your various ways. You just got to eliminate the down 1 because the back 1 comes out a little bit slower. So it's going to look like this. So you can do, any type of ender you want. You can end in this for the restand. You can end in that if you want. But I don't know why you would want to, because if you want damage, you're not going to go with the back 1. You're going to go with that ender. All right, so keep all that stuff in mind with the character. And last but not least, we're going to get into the fatal blows as well as the crushing blow, the down 2, which is his best crushing blow, and he gets some pretty significant damage off of it. All right, so whenever you're in a combo and you want to link to your fatal blow, utilizing this is going to allow you to do that. That is what links the fatal blow. All right, so this move, the back 1, 1 plus 3, that's what's going to allow you to get to the fatal blow mid-combo and make sure that it connects. All right, so your combos are all going to be the same as they were, except instead of canceling into like the ghost ball, you're just going to cancel into your fatal blow. All right, it's very easy. It's very simple. Keep it simple, stupid, right? Maybe it's not that simple. Maybe I'm just kidding. Maybe it is not that simple. Maybe it's not that simple. Nah, I'm playing. It's mega simple. All right, so we're gonna see how much damage this gets. Pretty good damage, close to 50%. All right, now we're gonna look at the crushing blow off of the down 2. Ooh, it's so sexy. It's so sexy. It's going to be well over 50% here, it looks like. Close to 60? Oh, close to 60. Yeah, close to 60% there. Off of the crushing blow into the fatal blow. Now, if you just want the combo to get him full screen, just end in the back forward 2. And again, off of the crushing blow down 2, we're forward 2, 2, 1. All right, the same type of combo extender that we've been using throughout the video. All right, so if you like this video, be sure to click the like button. If you think it's awesome, share it with a friend. Let them know about the channel. Be sure to subscribe and click the bell so you get notified whenever I post new content. I will be posting a ton more of Mortal Kombat 11 content, as well as tutorials, videos of me playing, tournament footage, once the game hits tournaments and, things start really cooking up. We'll have all that stuff here on the channel, so if you are trying to get into Mortal Kombat competitively, this is the channel for you. Also, every Tuesday, I do host the Spotlight on Twitch, where people from the channel play in first to 3 sets, and I host and commentate all the matches, post them up here on YouTube, and again, that's live, typically on Tuesday evenings at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This week, I may be going on a little bit early, maybe doing a 7 o'clock showing, depending on how many people and how much interest we have. I already have like 7 people that want to play, and I haven't even posted signups yet. They've already just contacted me, so right now it's looking pretty good, looking pretty big, and I'm definitely excited for it. So as always, I want to thank you for checking in. It's Gleez signing out, and continue to game strong.